beginner. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use my Sway 4 and my Sway 3 machine quilting rulers to do a bit of marking and a bit of quilting, and then we'll also do a little bit of free motion quilting to create this adorable flower design. I am going to be doing a bit of marking using this disappearing ink marking pen. I've really been liking this for marking that I'm doing like right here while my quilt's up on my frame. I've been having good success with it. So for now, that's what I'm going to keep trying. Now I just ate some of my hair. You're probably wondering, what am I quilting on? So every year in September, I do host a free class called the 9 Patchalong. This year is going to be the 9 Patchalong 6.0. We will open registration for this free class later this summer, but it takes me a while to get ready for the classes, and I thought I would show some fun designs that I've been working on. But anyways, I'm super excited. You can purchase a panel like I'm using here. This is available from Honest Fabrics. If you do purchase a panel like this, make sure you get the 50 by 60 inch size so you'll have the same size squares as me. Or we also have a piecing pattern available over on our website. You can also join the first 5 versions of the 9 Patchalong at any time. And in those, I'm sharing each version has 9 different ways to machine quilt 9 patch quilt blocks with machine quilting rulers. So the inspiration never ends. Anyways, let's hop down here and let's do a little bit of marking first and then a little bit of quilting. So the first thing that I'll do with the disappearing ink marking pen and this Sway 4 is mark an X through the center of the block. And that's something you'll see me do often with the Sway machine quilting rulers because we've designed them so that you can use them to mark and quilt your design. So by finding the center point, it makes it a little bit easier to have something on the ruler to line up. So let's mark that out. Now, I've also designed this Sway machine quilting ruler so that the circular end on all of them and the concave side are designed for quilting, as well as the straight sides. But then the hook end here is designed for marking. So I've taken into consideration that you'll be using a ruler foot, which adds 1/4 inch to the outside when using that. So make sure when you're doing any marking, you use the hook end that is designed that way, and then the curved side or the concave side for the quilting. Hopefully that's clear as mud. Anyways, so on the hook end of the ruler, there are a few marked lines and they indicate a T and an X. What we'll start out by doing is lining those up on top of the lines I've marked on my block, and then I'll mark around that curve. So this is marking the same line that I can use the circular end. You can see if I line those markings up, it creates that 1/4 inch spacing. So that's the line I'm going to be quilting. Okay, so let's finish marking that with the Sway 4. And with this design, I'll start out by quilting a 4-inch circle. And then we'll switch and quilt a 3-inch circle on the inside. So again, I'm lining up on those same markings and now marking the circle that I'll quilt with the Sway 3. So the possibilities with these, once you really start playing around and marking, they're just limitless and it's so much fun. All right, I have those markings done, so I'm going to start over here on the side of the block. I'll quilt first the 4-inch circle, then I'll travel in and quilt the 3-inch circle, and then we'll fill in the inside with a flower. All right, so even though I've done the markings here on the block, I'm still going to be lining up the ruler on top of the marked lines on the block as well. So I'll line those up there, apply gentle pressure, and then quilt part of the way around that circle. So then I'll stop with my needle in the down position. I can readjust my ruler now by stopping with the needle in the down position. I know my machine's not going to move. Or if you're working on a sit-down machine, your quilt won't move. All right, so I've already marked that line so I know where my stitching should be going. So now I'll switch and use this concave side because it's easier, it's more comfortable for me to finish quilting that circle. I love it. You could stop at this point and cut your threads. I'm just going to travel along that stitch line and then repeat this process now using the Sway 3. So lining up these marked lines. And then finishing off the circle. All right, so now I want to create that flower here in the center. I will start out here at this outside and travel in, and then I'll just quilt flower petals inside of each of these triangles essentially that I've created. I love that. The more I create, the more and more creative I become. I loved how that block turned out. It's just so simple, but so happy. I can't wait to share all of the designs that I've created for the 9 Patchalong 6.0 with you. They're going to be so much fun. Anyways, class does start this September. You can start getting ready by preparing your panel. We have the piecing pattern on our website, or if you want to purchase one from Honest Fabrics, enrollment will open later this summer. But in the meantime, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will be back soon with another fun machine quilting video.